The assignment is sitting right in front of them. The clock is ticking, but despite the pressure, nothing is happening. They understand the instructions. They know exactly when the paper is due. They even want to finish it. But the message from the brain to the hand to pick up the pencil simply isn't getting through. From the outside, this looks like a choice. Frustrated observers often see a student refusing to work, labeling them as lazy, unmotivated, or defiant. In reality, the biological mechanism required to translate an instruction into a physical action has stalled. This mechanism is called executive function. It is the group of mental skills that act as your brain's internal project manager. When this manager is impaired, it creates a massive disconnect between what a person wants to do and what they can actually execute. This specific breakdown is the primary driver of neurodevelopmental disorders like ADHD.
Data collected by the World Health Organization in 2022 suggests this struggle is a global reality, affecting up to 15% of college students around the world. When we treat a student's inability to start as a character flaw, we are ignoring the biological reality of how their brain processes a task. This process lives in the prefrontal cortex, the front third of the brain. It functions like an air traffic control tower for your mind, intercepting inbound thoughts, suppressing immediate impulses, and organizing everything into a logical sequence so the body can act. But when demands on attention become too heavy, the system shorts out. Alarms flash, signals drop, and the intention to work never reaches their hands. The student still has the intelligence and the knowledge. They simply lack the internal management to access it. Managing a project requires 7 interdependent skills. First, task initiation, the ignition to begin. Next, working memory holds instructions. Third, planning and organization makes projects manageable. Fourth, time blindness warps deadlines. Finally, impulse control, emotional regulation, and mental flexibility prevent system overload. When these systems collide, an instruction as simple as "open your book" can trigger a cascading neurological failure. This struggle is intensified by a biological delay. The prefrontal cortex takes over 20 years to fully mature, meaning most students are operating with hardware that isn't finished yet. Research tracking these skills over decades shows they are more accurate predictors of long-term success than IQ scores. This data is so critical to human potential, it has become a central focus for neuroscientists and global thinkers studying the quality of our societies. Expecting a teenager to have perfect executive function is like asking them to operate a complex machine that is still being built. When a student's internal manager is under construction, parents and teachers must provide that structure from the outside. We bypass initiation failures by breaking large assignments into visible micro-steps, turning the abstract goal into a concrete list of actions. To support working memory and time blindness, we rely on visual checklists, color-coded folders, and physical timers. This structure makes the invisible curriculum of how to work visible and actionable for the student. There is often a fear that providing this level of support will coddle a student, preventing them from learning to work on their own. But this structure serves as a ramp. Providing guided practice is the exact mechanism the brain needs to eventually build and strengthen its own neural pathways. Because these brains aren't locked into a single linear path, they often possess high levels of cognitive flexibility. They frequently find unique connections or solve problems in ways that a more rigid, organized mind might miss. Executive function is a tool, not a measure of intelligence or motivation. By replacing judgment with understanding, we allow these brilliant, disorganized minds to reach their true potential.